This is episode 2 of our road trip. We will visit the world's oldest clock, a movie set, a Viking helmet, but we start with the highlight of our trip. And hopefully we will soon give you some sailing.
So we are approaching Stonehenge now. So it's a beautiful morning and couldn't be better. And we are on the early bird flight. Oh, very interesting. They are much bigger than the ones that we have in Sweden. And they are not like this then. Wow. Yeah. This is very, very interesting. Wow. What do you think?
Fascinating.
This is fascinating.
It is.
They are much larger than the ones.
Yeah.
Do you feel anything?
Well, I can say one
Some
thing.
energy.
I'm not touching one stone anyway.
You are not allowed because you can go to...
I know you're not allowed, but I think one of the reasons why we're not allowed is because
we
might
time travel.
Time travel.
And you don't. No, I want to have you here, so you can't go.
I'm not trying to.
We are very lucky with the weather here when we are visiting Stonehenge. It's like unbelievable. Now the sun is coming up in the background there. So did you learn anything special? The road is not that far from there.
The road is not far. You can clearly hear it.
Yeah.
No, I learned that in those days it was actually the winter solstice that was the most important.
Yes.
And that was when the sun went down there, the rays hit the altar. So we always thought or learned that it was the summer solstice on
How
June.
many people did he say that was here for the winter solstice?
5,000 people.
And in the summer solstice it's like
30,000 people.
every year. It's like wow.
Every year. So no wonder they have boundaries so that you can't really walk among the stones. It's only...
But he told also another interesting thing to me just before we went on the bus. That was that normally this time of year they would have around 5,000 visitors per day. And now because of COVID there is like a few hundreds, he says. So we are very lucky there as well to be here now. So, but this is a very, very special place, and I'm very glad that we did this early bird thingy as well.
Yeah, me too. So this guard, it is actually a person guarding 24/7 here, with the only light that person has is a torch actually. This monument is not lit up.
No, it's pitch black out here. And I think they should give him a little hut and some heat camera so he could stay there.
Yeah, I think you're quite right. Here's a carving of a cross.
Du får inte ta på stenarna.
Which is Christopher and then Wren. And
Yes.
he was a famous architect in England. And he was the one who got appointed to rebuild St. Paul's Cathedral after London was burnt. It was a big fire in London, and also St. Paul's Cathedral was then burnt down. So he rebuilt it, and then he did it in a circular form, just like Stonehenge. So Christopher Wren, he was actually from Stonehenge, thus he made this carving in the stone. So when you go and visit St. Paul's Cathedral next time, you can see it is circular like the Stonehenge, and he made pillars the same way as these stones are standing here, and you can also see that he has written on one of them Stonehenge as his tribute to this place.
Wow, that's interesting. So, but we never done St. Paul's Cathedral, so we still have that one to do then.
And then we can see it.
Yes. So this is where you would be allowed to come during normal opening hours. But if you pay extra as we did, we were allowed to come in.
It has been a wonderful tour. Really, really wonderful. I'm so happy we did it. And we had a magical morning. Yeah.
Jeanette?
Yes.
Where are we on our way now then?
Now we're going to the cathedral in St. Salisbury.
And there we're going to see?
Magna Carta, we hope.
And that is?
Well, it's one of the first found documents that would actually state the human rights.
Oh.
Wow.
So,
It's a bit extra flavor.
so I think we're going into some kind of old town or whatever. Here. Not so. I always start with so.
So. Did you see the aura around the tower?
The aura. I don't know.
Oh.
But it's a very beautiful cathedral.
Yes.
Let's go in. We are inside. And this is a big one, I'm telling you. So let's go and have a look.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you want to pick up on the light?
My wife will.
Okay.
Yeah. She will tell me everything. What?
There will be a demonstration of the world's oldest clock at 11 o'clock, which is in 15 minutes.
Oh, perfect. So, and where is that?
Just behind one of the pillars there.
The world's oldest clock. Let's go and have a look. Medieval clock. So this is the world's oldest clock, they said.
The question, ladies and gentlemen, is how do you feel time?
Yeah.
If you're here in hopefully about half an hour, I'm going to demonstrate. So I say hopefully, because we have to wait until the weather up. So here we go. Right, I did.
So now we're going to see Magna Carta. So now we have seen the Magna Carta. In
Now
there,
I've
we were not
seen it.
allowed to take photographs.
No, we weren't. No.
We weren't. But so what? Maybe we should do this outside where you don't need to have your mouthpiece on.
That would be interesting.
Yes. And so, what can you tell me? So, tell me the story.
So I can tell you a story that it was a king called John, and he and Pope Innocent in 1200 sometime.
Pope Innocent.
Yes, they said that this is going to be the Magna Carta, it's going to be the rules, blah, blah, blah. But obviously John, he was appointed by God, the king, so he said, scrap this. But then, of course, somebody killed him or he died. But so his son then reinstated it, and then somebody added a few other points to it. But you can say that it is actually a foundation for the human rights.
It's how you should be treating people, how you should,
Yes.
like
And
if you were
actually-
convicted or whatever, it should be some juries or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
And it actually 4 principles in the Magna Carta is actually in the British law at the
We
moment.
are at the next stop.
Yes.
And what is this?
This is Downton Abbey.
And we have a lovely weather. Let's go and see it. To Highclere Castle, also known as Downton Abbey, and we'll see what my wife thinks about the tour. Jeanette,
Yes.
what did you think about this little tour then?
I think the tour was very good. The guide was very good, and but what I did not know was that this the Earl here, the 5th Earl here, Carnarvon or something.
Canobra, yeah, whatever.
Anyway, he was the one who founded or said that they could have a lot of money. So finally, he actually was there when they found the Tutankhamun grave.
He kind of sponsored that dig.
He did, but he could only do it because he was married to a very, very rich woman, Amina Rothschild.
Of course.
And she gave, like, today's value, 45 million UK money.
It's nice.
Pounds.
It's nice to be married to a wealthy woman. I know how it feels. Where are we now?
So today we're going to visit Sutton Hoo.
And what is Sutton Hoo then?
It is a burial ground for a chieftain, a king.
Some Viking thing.
Some Viking thing, and the person buried there was buried with a special helmet, and it's one of its kind in England. But you could find.
We have found them in Sweden as well.
We found them in Sweden, just north of Uppsala.
So there is a connection.
So there is a connection, and this is predating the Vikings. So this is what we call in Sweden the Vendel time. It's around the 700s, just before the Viking area in Scandinavia.
This is a replica of the helmet that they found here
At Sutton Hoo.
at Sutton Hoo. I think the original is somewhere in London, in the historical museum, I think. What did you say about this?
So this is actually the original size
Of the ship?
that he was buried in.
Yes.
And they did actually start and they found it in 39, just before the Second World
So
War.
it's a quite big one.
It is a big one.
It's way bigger than our 88 feet.
29 meters.
29 meters. Yeah. That's much bigger than our boat.
Where are you from?
From Sweden.
Sweden? Oh,
Yes, yeah.
Actually,
Seeing the burial grounds as well.
yeah.
But it was good here, but as I said, it's after 5-6 days of massive sightseeing, you get somehow fed up.
Yeah. But the history here in South England, it's incredible. It's so long, and this place was the Romans were here, and then after they'd been here, they left, and then 200, 300, 400 years later, this Anglo-Saxon king was buried, and he was really, really famous and really, really liked.
He had a nice helmet with him in the grave.
He did too. Yeah.
So, are we done here now? So let's go back to the car and
Yes.
maybe go for something else then.
Yeah, we might.
Yeah.
Still got a couple of days. So, Fredrik, where are we off today?
We are cliff climbing. No, walking. We are walking along the White Cliffs of Dover.
Oh, this is going to be a nice walk today.
Yeah, and we are a little bit lucky with the weather. It's a little Not warm, but the sun is out, so perfect.
It is the 16th of January, so warmth is not expected.
No. So he's standing here. What do you think about the heights here?
Well,
You're not afraid?
no.
No, but you have been on the preacher's pulpit in Stavanger, so there we're talking heights. But this is good cliffs.
It is nice, yeah.
And now we are like at the edge of the white cliffs.
Of Dover.
Don't fall over there,
No, I won't fall over. I want to go sailing.
because it's like very. Nej, Jeanette, kom tillbaka här nu. I want you to come back. Hang on. I think Jeanette always walked too close to the edge there, but she has promised me not to fall over. But we are very close, and you can see they are really white.
They are, yeah. I won't fall in. I want to go sailing.
Yeah. Where are you now, my wife?
I am in Brighton.
In Brighton, and we have the Brighton Pier just there in the sun. And Brighton has a special place in all the Swedes' hearts. And why is that?
Abbott's Waterloo.
Yeah, they did win the Eurovision Song Contest here, 1974. So now it's time to round off our little road trip and go back to the boat. We did end it with
A proper English.
fish and chips on the Brighton Pier.
Yeah.
It was a very good ending to this exhausting tourist road trip. My head is so full of history and castles and cathedrals, and now I need to go back to the boat and digest it all. How about you?
Oh yeah, I agree. It's been fantastic and exhausting, and honestly, one could spend months and months just traveling around, because there is so much history going on here.
Yeah. So let's go back to the car.